Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. My name is Juan Garcia, and oh my God, I've been waiting for this session for such a long time. Girish, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and I've been thinking a lot about this session, and it's going to be an amazing one. This one, yeah,
Yes,
excited.
yes, yes. So this session, this exact session, before we start, again, to respect your times, we'll try to keep it between 15 and 20 minutes to
Mm.
respect everyone's time. Is that okay with you, Girish?
Yep, yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So to get straight to the point, we're gonna go over chakras this time, and this is a topic that always really fascinated with me. So Girish, let me go ahead and start off with this. Let's go ahead and kick off with this question here. Can you explain to me what are chakras? What are chakras? Where are they located, and what's the purpose of them?
All right. So if we agree with the basic idea that we we exist as energy bodies. Okay, first of all, we need to agree with that. Now, for those who are not convinced by that, if we just think about how we identify ourselves. So when you look at me right now, you see my body. Okay, so you think that's Girish, all right? That's my body. But when I look at that now, I think that's not me because that's a body given to me by my parents. All right. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Now, the way I think, the way I act, the way I speak, that comes from beliefs, from from things, from skills I've adopted throughout my growth. So that's not me. Also, the thoughts comes from upbringing, from education, from things I read. So these are my thoughts. So what are we? Okay, what's like the real us? That's where the conversation leads towards, your true self, your divine nature, your higher self. But if we think about it in a different way, we could say we are energy, basically. Okay, because I need energy to be able to move it. Everything is energy, basically. All right. So if we agree we are energy now, we should also agree that there are all kinds of energies. For example, when I feel anger, it's a kind of energy. When I feel love, unconditional love, it's another kind of energy. And different energies have different frequencies. They have different effects on us. So that's where the conversation starts to get really exciting. Now, if you look at the ancient scriptures in yoga, right, they talk about chakras, and chakras are different energy bodies, and they are located at different parts in your body. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you the different chakras we have, and also what are they linked to, without making it too complicated, just to give you a hint. And then for those who are really into the practice, and for those who actually understood the first stage and want to go
Mm,
real deep into it, I've actually prepared a list of questions which will help you to identify whether there's a disbalance in a given chakra. All right.
mhm,
So
mhm.
we start now,
Yeah.
and that's where it gets exciting now. So first of all, we have the root chakra, which is at the base of the spine.
Mhm,
Okay, so we have the root chakra at the base of the spine. And then what does it represent? If you think about it, the base of your spine, so whenever you're sitting, usually the base of the spine helps you to connect with the ground below if you're sitting on the ground. Okay. So traditionally, the root chakra is the chakra which helps you to be grounded. So when you feel grounded, you feel really centered, you're really focused. So someone who's really centered, really focused, usually has the root chakra, which is really activated and in perfect harmony. So that's the
mm,
first chakra. All right. And usually we associate the color red with it. It's the color of the earth because, when you walk on the earth, you feel grounded. All right. So that's a color associated with it. And then you move slightly up near your belly region now. You have the sacral chakra. All right. Now, near your belly region, okay, that's slightly near your sexual organs. So it's linked to pleasure, but it's also linked to creation. So for
mhm,
that's where creation comes from. both for a man and for a woman. I mean, that's the source of creation. So it's linked to creation, it's linked to creativity, and it's linked to pleasure. And if we go deeper, it's linked to whether you care about your body or not. So those who have all these aspects I've mentioned, I mean, you're fine with doing things which make you, which make you feel pleasure. It could be eating something. It could be going out and doing something you love. So everything which you do, which enables you to actually appreciate yourself, appreciate your body, like those who exercise actually are taking care of their body. So if you tell positive affirmations to you every day, that reinforces the sacral chakra. So any person actually who does it feel that he or she is worthy enough, that affects the sacral chakra, in fact. All right. Now, if we go slightly up under our breastbone, we have the solar plexus now. Okay. Now the solar plexus one is an interesting one. It's linked to the color yellow, and solar plexus is about personal power, willpower. So those who have like a very strong willpower to accomplish things, they're really enthusiastic, full of energy. They want to get things done. They have a very high energy in the solar plexus, and it has a very nice yellow color for those who can actually see auras and see chakras. And usually you feel quite pumped over here under your breastbone. It's like there's a tingling sensation. Okay, like me right now when I'm speaking, I can feel a nice tension between my belly region up to my breastbone. It's like, I'm really into it right now because I'm very excited. So that comes from my willpower actually to communicate that teaching. It's so intense that I actually feel it. Okay, so these are the three main chakras, I mean, from the root. And actually, when we do chakra healing, these are the ones where most of blockages lie. And in terms of healing, let's say, we need to work on those first, because the more we go up, the more refined it gets. And you know how amazing it is. As I'm speaking to you right now, I never thought about that idea, but it's like a hierarchy, or it's like an evolution cycle, because you need to work on this. And the more you get up till you reach here, if you can reach here and you're working here, it means you're like an enlightened person in terms of spirituality. It's amazing. Now, after the solar plexus, we go up, we come to the heart chakra. Okay. Now, the heart chakra is linked to love. It's whether we give love and receive love freely. Okay. Are we able to do that? If you're able to love someone easily, I mean, you don't shut yourself to people, but you actually really love someone. And you also, that's very important, you're also able to receive love. One of the main blockages I had on my path was that I was really able to give love. But when people actually approached me, tried to get close to me, my first reaction was actually to go away. And that was linked to, the heartbreaks I had throughout my life, because every time I got close to people, it broke. So I was like really scared to get close to people. I still notice certain slight tendencies in me, even if I really worked on it, I still don't really go close to people. I get really close to people, but at the back of my mind, there's still that idea, if it just breaks, I'm fine with it. That's my journey, So it just helps you to discover yourself the more you explore this chakra. So that's the heart. And then you go to the throat. Throat is about expression. So it's about how much you express yourself as a person. It's not talking. It's not talking to impress people, okay? We shouldn't get that wrong. It's expressing your truth. To talking about what really passionates you as a person. Talking about your experiences you have throughout the day. It's really talking about yourself. You may really have a blocked throat chakra, even if you speak a lot, because you're speaking to impress people. You're trying to create like a fake image. It's not this at all. it's speaking your truth. What are the things you believe in? Like for you, my friend, will be about your horses. It will be about fishing, because these are your things. So every time you talk about those, you feel like another energy level in your throat here. You know,
Yep,
it's like
exactly.
this. Yeah. So that's the third chakra. And then
Mm.
we go up, we have the third eye, okay, between our eyebrows, and that's linked to intuition. So you see that it starts to get a bit more refined. A lot of people don't believe in intuition, all right? And I used to also, but the more I actually practiced, the more I meditated, the more I walked the path, let's say, the more I connected to people, I can't deny that it exists now. You know, how many times, for example, I dream about someone, I'll just text the person and then the person would tell me, oh, how do I know I'm going through this right now? And then the person would just tell me what he or she's going through. And it happens right now, like this week, it happened like almost every day. I was talking to my sister also, I felt something, and then she told me, you know, this happened. It's just crazy, but that's intuition. You just feel stuff. You know, you meet someone for the first time, or you're around someone, you just feel that dark energy. You know there's something wrong here. It's not judgment, okay? I I'm someone who will know, because I don't judge people, all right? I meet lots of people, I never judge people, but sometimes I feel like deep heavy things. I say, no, there's something here,
Mhm.
okay? But at the same time, it's very positive. I meet someone. It could be on Facebook, could be in real life. I just meet someone and I'll say, I'll spend the whole day talking to you. That happens too. So
Yeah.
by intuition, energetically, you can actually feel that like that person matches with you. And the cool thing is, we all have different energy frequencies, let's say vibration level, because you love that term. We all have different vibration level, and our vibration level matches with different people. For example, whatever I'm talking about right now, it's good for the audience because they kind of have the same vibration as us. They get excited about that. But some people will say, these guys are wasting time. They're talking about mumbo jumbo, you know? So it's just like that. And that's the cool thing, in fact. We each have basically, um, as a theory, let's say we each have like 10,000 people we can connect with easily in our country, let's say. Could same interest, same vibration level, and worldwide, I don't know. So it's just an amazing theory, I think. And then from the third eye, we go to the crown chakra, and the crown chakra is about oneness. So those who meditate a lot, they feel tingling sensation or energy here, and it's about oneness with the world, with everything, with nature, with people. When you reach there, it's beautiful. It can be scary if I give you a few details. Scary because you don't understand it completely. When you reach there, what happens? I mean, I'll just talk about personal experience here. When you actually activate or clear this chakra, what happens is you really feel oneness. You feel connected to everything around you. I mean,
Mm.
the first time I talked to you, you can testify about that. The first time I talked to you, there was no resistance. It was as if two brothers meeting after some time. So
Mhm.
when you reach that level, you can actually communicate to anyone
Mm.
easily. No one is a stranger. You treat really everyone as your own, like as a family member. Let's say you really love everyone. You care about everyone. So that's how you feel. But at the same time, what happened to me is the way I look at it. I see everyone as my own, and including my family. So everyone is like my families, meaning the love I give to people outside my family is the same I give to like my own family. There's no distinction. So everyone is my own. So for some people, it just looks odd. It sounds odd, you know. How can you take care of strangers more than your family? Or how it can't be the same in the minds of people. But this is what happened to you if you really clear that chakra. Now we've talked about all those things. Now imagine all these things balance in you. Imagine your potential. I don't know, it's just amazing.
That's amazing. I want to thank you for answering that question, Dreesh. If you guys have any questions on chakras, go ahead and send them in.